All right, greetings, family. This is Bomani Tamba, and we are live on Revolutionary Cam. And family, yes, we have a beautiful subject that we're going to get into, and we're going to get into lecture mode. And this lecture is rated PG. So we're going to be psychoanalyzing black devils and race traitors like Sissy Unapologetic Negropean and Witch Velta Forbes. All right. And this is all based on the fact that Velta Forbes reached out to Negropean and gave him a bunch of false allegations of my business, Black Star Pan African Community, in reference to talking about fraud and that we owe her money. Now, this is one of those things that we always talk about when we tell everybody to read their contract and read their details. And Azebo, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you in a few, but for now, I'm going to let me just see if I could just mute you. All right, so I got you muted. So that's what the subject about. So family, as you're looking at the title, and it's a serious title, I'm a serious business person. We've been building Africa for Africans, tourism investment, from me traveling to Africa from 2004 all the way to now, doing organized tours from 2006 to now, and getting into the real estate development business with our own game called Black Star Pan African Communities since September of 2019. And all of this brings a lot of situations that can possibly happen. Now, so what we have is all of our details well organized on our website, africafortheafricans.org. So if you're traveling on a tour with us, you make sure that you read all the details. That you click on the relative tour link, whether you're going to Ghana, Tanzania, or you're going to Senegal and Gambia. And then once you click on the link, you open up and you read all the details, tour overview, general terms, itinerary, and so on. But the most important part of this operation is that you're clear on the general terms. The general terms talk about refund and cancellation policy. So if you travel on any of these tours with us, that's the policy that you have to be clear on. And once you commit, that policy takes an effect, and it's something that we have on the website from the beginning. And whenever we do a new tour, it's the same terms, right? So now move past that. Now, when you're on our website, you'll see a link on the main menu that say Black Star Pan African Community. Once you click on that link, it's going to take you to our wonderful website. And that's it right there, family. And once you're on our website, all you have to do is scroll down and you'll see Black Star Pan African Community. Right? So what you have to do is just click on Black Star Pan African Community. And once the link opens up, you'll see a whole lot of information in reference to anyone who's interested in our community. Now, when you scroll to the very bottom, I'm going to actually click on the link right now. All right, so once I click on the link, takes you to Black Star Pan African Community page, and the website is information or detail based. So once you click on these articles, it gives you information in reference to the title. So from introduction to sitemap, land survey, GPS location, lands commission search, prime objective, business opportunities, building and buying homes, membership rules and code of conduct, membership application, pictures and videos, committees, bylaws, and then the final one, getting started, land cost requirement, refund policy for Black Star Pan African Community. So let's click on that right there. All right, so there goes, family. It goes into the breakdown. And the final thing you're going to see is a cancellation refund policy. Now, what we have is we send an email called Getting Started, and on that email, it'll have the application, all the legal documentation, and it'll have the sign off for the community overview, which is a compilation of all of these files. And then you're signing off on phase 1 and phase 2 cancellation and refund policy, because these are both land investments in progress. You're making payments on these investments. So that's how it's set up. And if someone joined earlier, the cancellation policy may be a little bit less. As in the person we're talking about, Velta Forbes, her cancellation policy basically say $1,000 per loss if you cancel plots, regardless if they're in phase 1 or phase 2. So she signed for 4 additional plots in phase 2. And then she wanted to cancel it later. I don't know if she ran out of money or whatever her situation is. We'll talk about that later. But that was the policy. So she requested a refund. So I processed a refund and gave her all the money back minus $3,500, which is a little bit of an overpay, because the losses should be $4,000. So these are what we base things on, and it's just like any other investment. Once you join the investment and you're trying to literally cancel and things like that, you have to go by the terms that you signed off on, because those terms are put in place for specific reasons. And those specific reasons, those terms are put in place because if everyone was to just pull out and do this and that, the business collapse and things fall apart. So this is why it is very important for us to be clear on information. And I'm going to just leave this up here, because one of the things that we have a whole lot of is information and details. I'm doing Africa Tours and Investment, serious business. We have an office right here in Jonesboro, Georgia. And we have an office for Black Star Pan-African community right there in Jahadzi, Ghana. And we're moving back and forth, taking large sums of people back and forth from the diaspora to Africa. Serious business. You have tickets arrangements. You have a lot of things that has to be put in place. It's serious business. And just like the land, you're putting a lot of things in place. You're paying attorneys. You're paying the people at the Lands Commission, surveyor. You're paying the chief, most important, because what we're doing is making payments on the land. Now, we initially paid off the 15 acres of land. That's paid, that's signed, sealed. That deal is done. We took care of that August of 2020. And since then, we've been paying on the 60 acres that we have all of the legal paperwork on now. So it's one of those things where, that's the way we have business structure. So if you're going to join our group, join our organization, our operation, it's very important that you be clear on those things. And if you're not clear on it and you have an issue and you want to get an attorney, that's fine. Then I can, your attorney can communicate with our attorney that we have, and we can do, we can respectfully work on things. But one thing I always offer everyone when I do business with them, as far as when they're trying to cancel or way out, we just offer as reasonable package and as reasonable cancellation as possible. When you look at, if you book something from the airlines to cruise ships to transportation company to wherever, it's usually just non-refundable, and what you usually get is a credit and things like that. So we have offered this wonderful flexible option. So that's why you don't have a whole lot of people coming at us trying to fight against us. But you are going to be realistically have 1 or 2 people. And that's the problem that I've had since I began this operation as far as Africa for the Africans, or even started in the Pan-African movement energy since 2003, 2004, where I got received my name from the Shrine of the Black Madonna operation here in Atlanta in 2004, Bomani Tayamba. And, I've been on a mission since, and that mission is for repatriation. Africa Tours and Investment is a connection for our repatriation movement. So all these things are business where I'm accountable for a whole lot. It's serious business. I'm here in this office doing a whole lot of business administration. I'm literally communicate with a lot of people throughout the whole day. There's no time or day off, and it's it's what it is. And you try to be as respectful to people as possible. We're here doing our business. We don't bother nobody. We follow through with the highest standards of what we do. But the issue is, people feel very entitled, and when you sign contracts and then you're gonna turn around and disrespect me. I'm talking about the lady Velta Forbes, disrespect me, and basically just bypass all of that and say she's not gonna make me nyam up our money and things like that. And it's like, we don't sit here. There's no bank here in this office. We don't sit here and hold money. Money gets paid for tours and investment. Money is spent on tours and investment. We have staff and crew of people all across the place, and mainly in Ghana, since we're doing land investment. So, we're letting people know this is real business. So everyone needs to be clear on all of the terms. And if you change your mind and you have an issue, the terms are there for that reasons. That way we don't have to go into unnecessary issues and problems. But what no one is going to do is muscle me and feel like they're going to call the police on me, especially right there in Ghana, and telling the police and drumming up all kind of fraud allegations. Like I mentioned to everyone and everyone listening, anyone want to know what's going on with our organization, when you go on our website, you'll see all of the legal documents for Africa for the Africans and Black Star Pan-African community. You'll see all of the documentation, videos, pictures, and things like that. A whole lot of documentation. And you'll see background information, and you see a whole lot of documentation. So what you have to ask yourself, what about these people? What are they doing for Black people? What have they laid out in their life to show them that you care? No, they just want to destroy people because they can't have their way and because they don't want to respect Black organization. So I'm not going to stand there and let people just destroy me. I'm going to fight back and clap back. So today's version of what I'm doing is breaking down the science of the why and what's going on, and why when we as a people try to build a strong movement for ourselves, we have people want to infiltrate our movement, and obviously, and share information, because the unapologetic Negropean gets information from other Black devils who infiltrate other Black people. Like I've seen him or it, I don't know what to call him, because he's a sissy, and you see the thumbnail that shows him with lipstick and shows him just funny looking, but he's just a strange character. Like, you literally pick up information from people, literally go out and find the worst situations based on whatever is going on with people, and literally, family, literally just tell tales about it. Try to make it into a drama epic or epic drama by just tying and twisting stuff, even saying things as far as me lowering my son out of a window and me jumping out of a window like I'm some kind of animal or criminal. I have a flight to catch, I have a business to move on. If anybody wanted to holler at me about any issues, they could have done it the whole time I was in Ghana. I was there for 2 weeks, and I'm not going to let anybody stop me for fraud allegations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit the other location, and I'm going to get into my vehicle, and I'm going to go to the airport, and I'm going to tell them, the good luck, catch me if you can, because now you're playing games now, and now I'm not just going to let that go by, because when you literally come to my business place, which is the Micklin Hotel, with my group of people, and you try to embarrass me and disrespect me by bringing police because you can't get your non-refundable back and things like that, and we've been very reasonable with you, and then you feel like you have to turn around after that and tell and sell the unapologetic Negropean the story, and he drum it up and put it out there. A whole lot of people, he's a very popular people because our people like drama, unfortunately. So then people are calling me, and and after a while, sometimes I got work to do. I can't sit there and entertain people. So if anybody even want to know what's going on, this is the video to watch, because we're breaking it all down, and things like that. So naturally, I got on my flight and took off and everything, and now I got my defense attorney working the case, because these are all the legal approaches to connect with a person who you claim that they have money that they owe you. And I'm telling people that you can't come here to Jonesboro, Georgia, and then the police come here and then they come at me like that. then they know better than that. That's, you know, first of all, because they know that if they do that, their jobs are in jeopardy. So those East Saigon police officers that came by, you know, that's what they're gonna get, because we're gonna come after everybody. We're gonna come after them and her. You know, that was literally an invasion of a sovereign operation that we're doing, and you know, and it was never done through any kind of proper protocol. So I'm telling people that don't believe anything that the unapologetic Negropean is saying, because he lies a lot. And the person that's disgruntled and upset, you know, you ask yourself, where's the multitude of people coming out? Because we don't, you know, we work with people who's like, you change your mind, we give you a cancellation policy, we follow through with it, and then we work the refund. The refund is processed and pay out, and then we just get you closed out and you move forward with your life. It's a respectable operation that you're doing, and I'm not gonna have people pull me in a situation where they feel like they can just disrespect and try to shut down my business operation just because they feel like they want to tell people how they should invest their money in Africa, because he wants my business. You know, this guy, the unapologetic Negropean, this fool literally have a operation he called oversight that he clearly doesn't get no attention, and it's not even popular at all. But he think that he can help the African diaspora invest properly in Africa. I have built this enterprise and built the foundation of repatriation for almost 2 decades as a you know, as a revolutionary Pan-African student in his mid to early 20s, and I've put my time into building business, and I've invested my earnings from the plantation, you know, at the airlines, and I've invested into my operation, you know, Bomani Technology and Business Enterprise, and I've also invested those earnings into Africa for the Africans, and I've flipped those earnings and invested into Black Star Pan African Community, and that's what I'm doing. I'm flipping our money and investing it, and this is an operation where Black Star Pan African Community, we use other investors to join us. They invest on land. What do they get? Land. The last time you saw me, brother Azebo, we literally looked at 60 acres of land, and that is the future of what we have. We can do so much with it. And anyone wants land and you don't want to build now, that's one of the things we always offer people, the option to move somewhere to another land. And if you want just 100% refund or something like that, you can also sell the land. Once you put money and invest in land, it's yours. You can sell it. So these are the things that I want people to be clear on whenever they traveling with us on a tour, or whether they investing with us on real estate development. Azebo, I hope you're with me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unmute Azebo, and Azebo is gonna tell us what's really going on, the why about this unapologetic Negropean and one of our ex community members going out there and blast and trying to insult and disrespect our movement and trying to talk against us when they don't have anything to offer our people and when they're not doing anything for our people. So Zebo, let's break into the science. I'm gonna unmute you, and then you're gonna be up live to just break it down, brother. All right, you're live. We can hear you.
Yeah, African people have been struggling against this whole thing for hundreds of maybe even thousands of years, and ever since the Caucasian came out of the caves of Caucasus Mountains, he's been wanting to be us. You know, we taught him how to bathe, we taught him how to speak, and we didn't have any malice in our hearts for that. You know, it's been a journey with these people. You know, it's been a thorn in our side with these people. These people want what we got. We've been blessed by the Creator. Okay, we can't help that. We you know we've been blessed with melanin. Melanin is a blessing, and he he's reversed everything, and he's cursed everything. He took our secret societies and went underground with it, and made his own secret societies. And you know, you've heard about the Illuminati, but the Illuminati didn't start. You know, it was a secret society, but it didn't start with white folks. You know, we didn't call it the Illuminati, but we had secret societies, and we still got secret societies here in Africa on the continent. Um, you know, the unapologetic Negropean is unapologetic nigga peon. Basically, that's what he is. He's following the blind. You know, black folks are the first people on the planet. Period. Bar none. No other people were on the planet when we ruled the planet. And in fact, we are the custodians of the planet Earth. We are the custodians. We are the keepers. We are the representation of nature itself. If we don't do the job, then nature takes care of the job. And that's what's going on now with this global warming, all kind of hurricanes, all kind of tsunamis, it's all kinds of, because black folks are still asleep. We still sleeping. So if black folks don't do the job, then nature takes over. It does the job. What I mean by the job is that white folks is a curse upon this planet. They're like they invented coronavirus, but they're like a coronavirus. You know, centuries and maybe even thousands of years ago, white was not good. When anything on your skin turns white, that's not good. White was a curse. And you know, talking about the history of black folks and the organic mindset of black people, it goes back to the universe. The universe itself is organic. When you wait till nighttime and look up at the sky at night, what do you see? Most people say, I see the stars. But what else do you see? What's between the stars? What holds the stars up? It's black. Black. That's why we call ourselves black people. Because we come from that. We come from that ether. It's the ether. It's spiritual. Nature is spiritual. It's not just organic, it's spiritual. The foundation of organic is spiritual. I'm just telling you the truth. You don't know the truth, and the unapologetic Negropean do not know the truth. He don't even know what Pan-Africanism is. I talked to a commissioner out of New York, and a commissioner is doing research on the apologetic Negropean. We found out a few things, but he's still doing research. He got kicked out of the U.S. His whole itinerary is based upon scamming. He has about 12 sites, about 12 pages, I think, he's not. It's not even in operation. But we found out that he is he's what do they call it? He's what do they call that? Cyber cop. He's like a cyber cop. He's on the U.S. payroll. That's for damn sure. And that's not even all of it. It's a lot more with this guy. This guy is been kicked out of the U.S. and he's on somebody's payroll, but he's got to get off of ours because our payroll doesn't enlist Negropeans just by his name. His name. Just mention his. Just look at his name, Negropean. He don't even know who his history is. You know, Negropean. The Moors were a part of Europe during that time. And Europe wasn't called Europe. European. You know, Europe wasn't called Europe when the Moors ruled Europe. The Moors taught the Europeans how to bath. Find out the history of the word European, and I guarantee you, you will find the Moors. The Moors has a handle on Europe. Period. At one time, the whole world was black. The whole world was our skin color. Now, where these peons come in at, or these peons come in at, maybe they came from another planet, or maybe the Earth was, the Muslims say that we were so advanced to, we were into genetic engineering and we created these people. There's a lot of theories that has a lot to do with the Negropean, the European. But clearly the European does not know who he is, being married to a white porn star. I don't think he knows who he is. I look at him as a peon, not a Negropean. He's a nigga peon. Can you say that? Nigga peon. And he's not for us. Why don't he interview the KKK? Why don't he interview, George Soros, or a lot of characters? Why don't he interview? What is that? The economic hit. The economic that person that goes into black countries and overthrow black countries.
Yeah, the economic hitman.
Yeah, the economic hitman. Why don't he interview him?
Yeah, the World Bank, the IMF, and so on.
The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, even the World Health Organization. When we're dealing with all of these viruses, these people are phony. They playing a game with us, and they're using fear. They're using fear tactics to try and push us off of the bench or off of the ledge. I'm just saying. Look. You know, I was called to action by our ancestors. We have died at the hands of these people. And you cannot kill a spirit. Our spirit still lives. Marcus Garvey's spirit is living. It's a living spirit. We're living his dream, manifesting in reality his reality. This is a dream of Marcus Garvey. Not only Marcus Garvey, even before Marcus Garvey, that was the manifestation of our ancestors. I myself, I was called to do what I'm doing. I have dedicated my life to doing what I'm doing as we speak. You know, I am 66 years old. You add another six, and that'll be the mark of the beast. Why is the mark of the beast? It's not really a mark of the beast because we're evolving. We're evolving into superhuman. Superhuman. I hope you can understand what that is. It's like you ever seen the movie Black Panther? Well, that's what we're becoming. We're becoming that because of the universe. We are an evolutionary people, not only revolutionary. We are evolutionary. And what this whole coronavirus thing is trying to do is trying to, with the the spike virus, is trying to change our DNA. They're trying to change us into something else because they cannot destroy us. They cannot destroy us. You know, I know you've seen the cowboy movies, Roy Rogers, and back in the day with the Indians and they killing off the Indians, and you know, I know you've seen all of that stuff. That was us. That was us.
Yeah, Zebo.
And
You know,
Africa is like that now.
can you come more into
Africa,
the mic? I know you have to speak up on the phone and everything, but can you come more
yeah.
into the mic so we can see your face?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, perfect. And then this, I want you to just do a final touch up on the why of these two people, these two black devils, and why would they come at an operation when they know this is how Marcus Garvey was destroyed by allegations of fraud and black sabotaging work, you know?
Yeah. The allegations go back to all the way back through history. You know, destruction of African civilizations. It goes all the way. It comes all the way up to now. Malcolm X and Louis Farrakhan. That whole thing. The CIA is overthrow of Kwame Nkrumah. Um, uh, and even Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was waking up. They woke him up. The ancestors woke him up. You know, the CIA. It's been a whole lot of covert things been going on with black organizations. It's a history. It's a history, and Negropean is no exclusion from this type of history. You know, he's trying to single-handedly take down the African Pan-African movement, but he can't do it. He's not going to do it. He'll be destroyed before he take it down. Put it that way. He will be taken down.
Yes, Baba Zebo. That's what I'm talking about. And the thing about it, Baba Zebo, once people see people like this out there, they should respond. They should not just let him go around and attack all of the different black people that are literally trying to do something as far as getting a connection between moving from the African diaspora to the African continent.
We have a mandate from our ancestors to do this. They didn't die for nothing, and they did not die for us to lay down and die. You know,
There you go, family. A wise elder.
that's the energy. That's the power of the Black nationalist, Black power movement. The Pan-African movement, the power behind that is our ancestors, the spirit of our ancestors, and our divine creator. We don't call him Jesus. We don't call him God. It's not a him. It's energy. It's energy. And it represents us in the flesh. That's why you hear Bomani talking about the flesh. Because he's represented in the spirit also. But we're representing our ancestors in the flesh. So that's the justification for that. The unapologetic Negropean, which is the apologetic Negropean, hasn't got a chance in heaven or hell with us. He's gotta go. He's gotta go. He's going down, and if he's seen in public, he's a target. He's a target, just like all the rest of them like him. We are in a very serious revolution, and we are not playing. Because why should we play? The enemy is not playing with you. The enemy ain't playing with you, so why should we play? Why should we be armchair revolutionaries? Well, we are armchair revolutionaries, but we're both. We're not just armchair revolutionaries. We are actually out here doing the goddamn thing. Excuse my French, but we're doing it. And this is proof that we're doing it. This is proof.
Well, perfect, brother. Perfect. What I want to ask you also, this, you're at the office of the Black Star Pan African Community. Now, we did 2 videos. I did a video when I came there on December 29th at our office. That's when we literally just got the place. And then also
That's
I
right.
came back here and did a video of a place here for for all the business I do, which includes Black Star Pan African Community. So we're letting people know that we have 2 offices, one here in Georgia and one here in Ghana. So anyone that's interested in wanting to learn more about what we do, they can just reach out to us. But at the same time, too, if they want to visit the land, brother, you're the administrator there in the land as the first vice president, and I appreciate you accepting that position, and I appreciate you doing the work of what the first vice president does, because we have had issues and stress and struggles there, based on the fact that people in the previous position, your same position, did not. You've done a whole lot in a short period of time, but it's like, I understand one of the things that you have made a sacrifice in focusing on us versus so much yourself. Let me get us in a split screen mode.
That's right, brother. The group is more powerful than the individual.
There you go.
And that's what brothers and sisters don't understand. See, white supremacy deals with individualism. That's what they're based upon. African people deal with communalism, meaning that the group is more powerful than the individual. And we show it in a spiritual way. We don't show it in an individualistic way. We show it in a spiritual way, and that's the relationship between ourselves and those who have died, those who spirit still lives through us. That's why African people did not believe in death. The core of African people did not believe in death. The reason why I say that is because their spirit lives through me. I have eternal life. That's the point of eternal life. African people know more than white people. Everything that white people have, they stole from us. They stole from black people. Even the cell phone, even the smartphone, even the computer, even the computer program. All of that's been stolen from us. But since they control fiat currency, then they can control whatever we invent. They'll give us fiat currency for our ideas, our inventions, and then they take it and all they do is modify it and become millionaires. But the real currency is African resources, and that's what they want. They want the resources. They want the richest continent on earth, which is Africa itself, which is our legacy. See, people should be coming to us for loans. We should be the richest people on earth instead of the Jews, instead of white folks. We should be the richest people on earth. Instead, we on the richest continent and we are the poorest people on earth. Do you understand me? Do you understand that? I hope you understand it, then that would motivate you to do something about it. And see, that's where our ancestors come in. Jesus is not your savior. White Jesus is not your savior. And the church is not spiritual. It's the representation of spirituality. The church is not a spiritual entity. It's a demonic entity, but it's not spiritual. The church is controlled by white secret societies. It goes all the way to the Masons and the deacons and the preachers. True spirituality is going into yourself. Going into yourself and understanding that you are a part of nature. You are the ambassadors for nature. Nature is not only on the planet Earth, okay? Nature extends itself into the universe. That's why your skin is black, because the universe is what? The universe is black. That blackness holds up the stars. That's why when people, we've been taught that when you go out and when you go outside at night and look up, what do you see? I see stars. But it ain't all that you see. You've been trained to think that way. You see the universe. You see the blackness of space. Black lives matter more than you think. Black lives is the universe. It's the universe. And your skin represents that. Your skin represents the blackness of the universe. And you are not a creator. You're only a small creator. You made in the image of the creator. You are the true gods of this planet. They made it. They made it up. God is dog spelled backwards. Anything that these people touch is always bad. It's always bad. Believe me, it's always bad. And they touched the Negropean, and guess what? The Negropean is what? Bad.
Yes, brother Zebo. Yes, because the thing of it is, brother, It's like, why is so much people into this Negropean guy? Because the thing of it is, what is he offering black people? Is he offering us anything? He even said it on one of the interviews I did with him, where he tried to make it seem like I was a maniac because I went off on him and things like that. And I'm literally asking him, I'm like, what have you done for black people and things like that? But he can't say much because he's married to a white devil porn star. And that's the reality of that situation. But nevertheless, on the other side of things, you know, he's not gonna say that because he's getting paid. He's a paid government informant. He's a paid snitch. He's someone that has
Right.
done crime.
He's a cyber cop.
Yeah, the
He's
thing
a
of it is
cyber
also,
cop.
brother, he's also a person who've done crimes, and he's out there as a free man because when you have sick black people like him, the first of all, let's go back to what the unapologetic Negropean is about. You're talking about somebody that must have had some serious childhood issues of neglect.
That's right, brother.
You know what I mean? I don't want to like stir up or just drum up certain things, but I'm gonna use that general topic. And then he grows into a man, and he doesn't have any kind of male leadership, and he's out there in the world, and he's a failure. He's literally a failure. When I interviewed him, but when I did his interview and I turned it around and I started asking him interviewing questions, which we usually ask everyone when we do interviews. And you just have to basically tell people what you have done with your life and what is your dedication to black people, because that's what we're talking about. I have to look at who I am as a person, and I'm what? I'm a black man. I'm a black African man, and the same as you. And we have responsibilities to our race and our people. And that's why I love Dr. Tony Martin for this book right here.
That's right, brother. That's right. Get your reading list. That's right.
Race first. And Baba Ziba, when I come there and everything, and we all get settled, man, we're gonna be getting back to those roots of study groups. You know,
That's right. That's right.
I think you and
Like
I came from
now.
that foundation from the Shrine of Black Madonna here in Atlanta, and yourself there in Detroit.
That's right. I was a member of the Shrine of the Black Madonna for 15 years. I left the Shrine of Black Madonna and went to Wayne State University. I majored in graphic design. As you can see, some of my work in the background. Um, we have talents. We have talents. Most of our talent it goes towards building the Western white man's white supremacist empire. But his time is up. His time is up. Let's be real. Let's be real. His time is up, and Africa is the future of the planet Earth.
All right, family. All right, family. So Baba Zebo is probably resetting his line, and I appreciate you listening to our good brother and everything, and him sharing a lot of details and documentation. So what I'm gonna do is I'll flip to our website, and I'm gonna just go to the main page of our website. And so what I want to do, family, is show you the history of what we have done as far as Africa for the Africans towards an investment. And then that foundation have linked us into Black Star Pan-African community, where we're talking about serious land investment opportunities and us developing 15 and 60 acres. And the title of what you see is The Issue. when we as a people decide to come together and build something, we have these notorious black devils, infiltrators, agents, and all kind of people. So we've been affected by that situation, and I'm just trying to be honest with people, like to tell people to start thinking. If someone is just out there just blasting off on all kind of people, especially a bunch of people that are literally trying to build a connection to Africa. And that's what I've noticed about the unapologetic Negropean. People like himself, literally, that's all they've done. Honestly, family, nothing else. Yeah. So I'll put this hashtag at the bottom, Pan-Africanism or perish. And that's what we're dealing with, family. And I'll just leave that down there for a while we continue on this live stream. All right. Let me see if I got some comments here. Yes, good would always triumph over evil. Absolutely, family. Absolutely. And if our brother Zebo can connect back on with us, linking back on. Other than that, we're going to not stay on too long, but want to make sure that we touch on everything. And much love to Dr. Tony Martin, Race First book. All right. So the icon of enterprise that we have built as far as Africa for the Africans, let me just go back to the beautiful years that we have had, 2006 to 2015 to 2021. So you have a full period of 15 years from 2006, family, literally, to 2021. So we're going to scroll back in time at all these wonderful journeys of a lifetime, the group pictures, right? And then what I'm going to do is just play some audio for us while we do it.
Seems like they have been wasted, eh? What you know? Just goes on to show. Till I'm laid to rest, yes, always me depressed. There's no life in the West. I know the East is the best. All the propaganda that spread, tongues will have to confess. Oh, I'm in bondage, living is a mess, and I've got to rise up, alleviate the stress. No longer will I expose my weakness. Ego's acknowledge begins with humbleness. Work 7 to 7, yet be still penniless. For the food up on me table, master God bless. All of the needy and shelterless. Ethiopia await all prince and princess. Till I'm laid to rest, yes, always be depressed. There's no life in the West. I know the East is the best, yes, propaganda that spread, tongues will have to confess. What could have been about the East? Everybody want a piece. Africa free Africans, Marcus Messiah speak. Unification now, come at the feet. What a day when we walking down Redemption Street. Man up our head, why we in a hand one and all. Make we try the promised land, but you go down the Congo, stop in a Shashamane land. The city of Farao is where Selassie come from. In Addis Ababa, then Botswana, then Kenya, I end up in a Ghana. Oh, what a beauty my eyesight behold. Holy Ethiopia, protect me from the cold. Till I'm laid to rest, yes, always be depressed. There's no life in the West. I know the East is the best. All the propaganda can spread, tongues will have to confess. Organize and centralize, come as one. Oversee shall be so many more than sand. So few one replenish, pure and clean and not too long we've been under this man. Some a say Baba riches at them empty hand. Once them is stupid and not on you can easier for a camel to enter through an eagle line than it is for a rich guy to enter in a Zion. Take it from Iman. So till I'm laid to rest, yes, always be depressed. There's no living in the West. I know the East is the best. Lord, propaganda them spread, tongues will have to confess. Oh, I'm in bondage, That's living is a mess, and I've got to rise up, alleviate the stress. No longer will I expose my weakness. He who seek knowledge begins with humbleness. Work 7 to 7, yet me still penniless. For the food up on me table, master, God bless. All of the needy and shelterless. Ethiopia awaits all prince and princess. Till I'm laid to rest. Yes, always be depressed. There's no life in the West. I know the East is the best. All the propaganda them spread. Tongues will have to confess. What could have been about the East? Everybody want a peace. Africa free Africans mark up Mosiah speed. Unification, no nobody feet. But today we're walking down Redemption Street. Man up our head, Bible in a hand, one and all. Make we try the promised land. Would you go down a Congo and then cash them on the land? The city of Ferraris where Selassie come from. From Addis Ababa in a Botswana. Left Kenya and end up in a Ghana. Oh, what a beauty, me I sight behold. Holy Ethiopia, protect me from the cold. Till I'm laid to rest. Yes, always be depressed. There's no life in the West. I know the East is the best. All the propaganda them spread. Tongues will have to confess.
All right, family. Yes, tongues will have to confess. And let me add our brother Zebo in. Brother Zebo, can you hear me loud and clear?
I can hear you.
All right, perfect. You know, we're doing a little intermission where I showed all of the Africa tours that we have done, all of the history of work, you know, and even talked about what we've done before. So I'm telling people who you're going to believe. You're going to believe someone who have vested interest in Black power and nation building, or you're going to believe someone who wants to find stories and drum up things and instigate things and literally destroy what we are building. We have seen this happen about 100 years ago, you know, or I should say, about over 100 years ago with Marcus Garvey. And then we've seen it happen over and over a period of time. Black devils are literally sabotaging the future of what we are building for our Black family. Because, you know,
Yeah, right.
building is
That's right.
all
That's right, brother. That's all right. The whole mulatto trick that they do. And they bring invaders over to the continent. The invaders impregnate the women of the continent, and then the women have the babies, and then they use the babies as a go-between in terms of power. They use them as a token, like a buffer. And they make them in charge of the system that they have laid down for the indigenous people to follow. And they call these people mulattoes, at least the white side of it. It's the same thing with the Arab. The Arabs did the same thing. See, they never changed the game. They never changed the game. What they do is they brainwash the new children that's coming in. That's why we have to change the school systems. Because, I've heard leaders time and time again. Why would you give your children to the enemy to be educated? Lest your children become your enemy. The same thing in China. They had to kill off all the old people and re-educate the young people. That's where you get people like the Negropean from. I've watched videos. They had videos of with Jerry Springer, where you got individuals that come on his show that swear that they don't want to be
All right, family. My brother Azibo is reporting and operating live from Ghana. And somehow, sometimes the feed is getting frozen up. But what we're breaking down and psychoanalyzing is the mindset of these black devils and race traders. While we're building, they're looking to destroy. And you ask yourself, why? If you're a black person, isn't it in your interest for us to build family and generational wealth? Isn't it in your interest to see us organize ourselves on the higher level and, process for nation building? So I appreciate our sister. I always appreciate your consistency and high vibrations. Yes, family, strong energy. And we're just looking to just keep it strong. And we're showcasing our website, Africa for the Africans, Tours and Investment, which started building in 2007. And this is the modern day version of it. And it showcased a lot of new photos and old photos, but ultimately it showcased photos from 2004 to 2021. And that's my years of actively traveling to Africa. And every time I travel to Africa, all I have is just literally lots and lots of documentation to where you can literally just see what we're doing and how we're moving around. So you tell people, think, we have completed all this journey. So people pay their money and they get their entire journey. We have people living on the land and people building on the land. They pay their money. We got them their legal paperwork. They're building. So, it's an insult when I see certain comments, but I understand that, we live in an ignorant world. And that's why me and my brother Azibo today has been in lecture mode to talk to our people, to show them, to explain it. Some people are never going to get it because they're going to believe people like the Negropean because they like the drama, the entertainment. They like, some people send comments saying that, the ending is going to be epic. Like, this is a series. This is my life. I've literally built something up from nothing for not only myself and my family, but also for my brothers and sisters that are into repatriation and investing and black power and African nation building on the African continent. Created an energy to say, hey, black people in the diaspora, why not organize our resources to where we can use them and invest them on the African continent so we can have the enterprise that we want to come home to when we're ready to kind of either this summer vacation, or we want to stay for 6 months or 9 months or whatever, or if we just want to permanently retire or get away. You have something to get away to, versus people who now just feel like they're going to go to Africa and they're going to wing it and figure it out. I'm one of the people that's been traveling to the African continent for literally, this is coming up is going to be 18 years. And yes, I'll be able to go to Ghana on both of my tours in May and December, and no one is going to stop me. And anyone who think whatever is going on, think what you need to think. I'm a person of organized business person and I have corporate and defense attorneys, and it's what it is, because I understand that we have wicked black devils. It's not so much the white devils sometimes that come after you, but in this war that I'm dealing with, it's us as a people who want to destroy something for all of the people that we're looking to help. We have people here that's ready to retire, ready to get away, and they'll fit perfect in the communities we have. We're looking at doing up to 3 phases of operation. The first phase is at 15 acres. The second phase is a combination of residential and commercial on 60 acres. And the third phase is literally just getting access to beachfront property and literally just encouraging investors to participate in a beach town, and also manufacturing and industrial operation, jobs, economics, and so on. And that is in that area where you don't see a lot of traffic, because you have most people go to the popular places, your Kumasi, Accra, Cape Coast, Elmina, and so on. So this is something that we're building organic, and some people may not see and understand some of these things, but what we're telling individuals is that literally we can do this. I know that people have seen so many failed opportunities and operations as far as repatriation, and it is what it is. And I've been a young student in my mid-20s, now mid-40s, or I should say early 40s, studying this movement of repatriation and investment or African nation building, all the different terminologies that we use, for Black people moving to Africa, living, doing business, and living, their best life, and really their best life, not just saying it or marketing or promoting it and things like that. So in order for those things to happen, we have to just organize our tangibles and make things happen. So I'm a naval technician / tactician, and this is, when it comes to logistics and operation and things like that, and even this background of just being an aircraft technician in the civilian world at the airlines, this is your life. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not, you're marketing and promoting yourself for us to just invest in ourselves and do something on a high level. And that's what this is. So you're going to have people who are jealous and people who are upset with you and they feel like they need to do this. Would they do this if I was someone else? Probably not. They just, it's that level of just crab in the barrel mentality that we have as a people. We talk about someone, the Negropean, like literally, family, I'm asking you, have him explain to you what is he doing for Black people, what is he doing for himself, and what is his background, what is his job, what is his career. Because the issue becomes now, when you have paid snitches and informants and race traders and black devils, a lot of times you have people who just fund them, so they don't have no life, they don't have nothing they're doing. So the only thing that they could do is to spend their whole time organizing propaganda to have our people just come against themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link in Baba Azibo, and he's going to continue on. What he's going to talk about is the reality of literally Black devils infiltrating organizations, and he's going to talk about an era where he grew up at, and everything.
Hello?
Baba Azibo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. Welcome back to the feed. So what I'm talking about now and what I'm explaining to everyone is the aspect of the infiltration part now, about race traders who infiltrate Black organizations. And you grew up in an era where the most famous Black organization ever existed, the Black Panther Party, and along with many other organizations that I can't mention because I just can't think of the names off the top of my head, but that was the most popular one at that moment. And they were targeted to the highest level, and they were destroyed, and they were put against each other. And we're talking about the Black Panther Party. Can you shed some light on that and shed some light on what people are trying to do to us based on those things that have happened historically?
The Black Panther Party was a premier group that said that, hey, if we can't get no change from the system, then we'll bring change to ourselves. We're tired of the police killing our people, coming into our neighborhood and raping our women and doing what the hell they want to do to us. So we're going to formulate a military. We're going to formulate a militaristic group that's going to be for the people and by the people. Thus, the Black Panther Party was invented out of the genius of the Black mind, the Black organic mind. They had one guy that was that hated the Black Panthers. He didn't hate the Ku Klux Klan that much, but he definitely hated the Black Panther. Maybe he was a Ku Klux Klan member, but he was head of the FBI. I think his name was I forget the guy's name. His name really is right on the tip of my tongue, but I could just But what he did is he hated the Black Panther Party for a lot of reasons, but one of them was is that he had some type of homosexual type of tendencies, and he hated the psychologically. It was like
You talking about
Black
Hoover,
Panther
right?
Party.
You talking about Hoover?
Yeah, Hoover. Yeah, he had some kind of homosexual thing against the Panthers because the Panthers symbolized some kind to him some kind of black manhood, and that's a drive that's still going on now because they're trying to take black manhood from black men, and Hoover wanted to stamp it out not only because he was head of the FBI, whatever, CIA or whatever, but he attacked all of the offices of the Black Panthers. Started off in Oakland, California, and that spread is basically the Black Panther spread just like Marcus Garvey movement spread. It spread all over the world. The Black Panther Party, and he felt like if you don't stamp it out where it started, then and they did psyops, they did psychological warfare against the Panthers. They raided their offices, and they killed all of their leaders, physically killed their leaders, not only psychologically but physically. And that's where Unapologetic Negropean comes in at. He's doing a psyop. He's doing a psychological attack on the movement, and it's not cyberbullying. It's way beyond that. It goes towards psychological warfare. That's what it is, and it's a cyber psychological warfare. And he's got to be taken out. He's got to go. He's got to be taken out. If we don't attack him, and a lot of the rules to cyberbullying is just don't pay attention to it. It'll go away. This type of attack won't go away. I'm just letting you know that this type of attack is intentional, it's planned, and it's part of a larger scheme of things. And he's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, the apologetic nigga peon. He's a peon simply because he's the tip of the iceberg. He's being used to try and take down the movement. There's a lot of elements, there's a lot of variables that's trying to take down the Black Power, Pan-African movement. And he's just one of many things. COVID-19 is one of them. Trying to slow it down, trying to slow the movement down. There's a lot of sleepers. They call them sleepers. That's a part of the Black Power I call it the Black Power takedown. But they can't stop something that they can't kill. You can kill people, but you cannot kill a spirit. And this movement is powered by the spirit of our ancestors. You know when you've been chosen. Chosen. I've been chosen. You Bamani has been chosen. You might kill him, you might kill me, but that don't stop the movement. The movement is mandated and taken on by the universe. The universe. You tell me if you can kill the universe. Can the universe be destroyed? No. No more than black people can be destroyed. Black people cannot be destroyed. And what they're doing is they want the resources of Africa. That's what they want. China is doing a different kind of move on this, but it's a little bit different than what the Europeans did, but it's basically the same thing. They want the resource. They don't give a damn about black people. They want the resources. And they're using the best opportune leaders that they can, and that's the political leaders and the political governments. See, Africa is not really free. Africa is being colonized, but it's being colonized by the political leaders. You ever heard of the term being awoke, being awake? Well, your African political leaders are not awake. They're just taking a ball and running with it. They see money, they're just taking it and running with it. That's what's going on. So colonization still exists, but it exists in the churches. That's right, churches, white Jesus. And it exists in the churches in the U.S. See, the churches they have to change their ideology. I mean, what I mean by that, they have to change their worldview, because Christianity was given to us by Europeans. Islam was given to us by Arabs. Arabs taught the Europeans how to deal with slavery. And, this whole thing about Jesus loved everybody is a lie. Jesus, we're worshiping the wrong God.
Absolutely, Azibo. On that point, Azibo, what I need to do is add in our last co-host, our brother Charles. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, Azibo, I like that point. Worshiping the wrong God. That's a good point to end in.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to wrap up real quick, Azibo, before our brother connects in?
Yeah, the churches in Ghana, the churches throughout the whole continent of Africa. The religion has been given to, we taught them religion, and we gave them Islam, we gave them Christianity, but they took it and they weaponized it. They see outsiders always wanted the resources, because Africa is the richest continent on the planet. If whoever controls the resources of Africa will control the planet Earth. Simple as that.
I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. So, family, what we're going to add in is our good brother, and this is another board member, and he's the secretary of our operation, and also just a board member that we organize together, and we talk about things together, and we organize things in a way where we can build together as a group, and we can look out for each other. So when you have one or two members out there that's spreading bad lies and things, we're letting people know that we're moving in the energy of the group. And brother Azibo, what I'm going to do is mute you real quick. In a group effort, so our brother is going to also talk with us about the experience of what he sees as we psychoanalyze black devils and race traitors like the Unapologetic Negropean and our ex-member Velta Forbes. And some people may feel like we're bashing an ex-member. Everything was all in private until this person leaked out a ridiculous amount of confidential information about my business and what we're doing to all kind of members, and went around and called all kind of members along with her counterpart, which is a Canadian spy named Lily Kay. And this was just unfortunate, but these are the things that people do, for their own selfish, wicked ways, and they don't offer together nothing to help black people. So my brother's gonna share the psychoanalyzing of why is Lily K, Velta Forbes, and Unapologetic Negropean so excited about trying to destroy Bomani Tamba, one of the people or persons who have built the modern day energy for repatriation and connecting back from the African diaspora to the African continent. All right, brother, you're live.
Hey, greetings, Bamani. Greetings, Azibo.
Greetings.
Hear me?
Oh, yes, brother, we can hear you live and clear.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, as Azibo was saying earlier, they trying to take you down basically because, you're trying to help people get out of this place to get to the motherland. And, as we know, basically, it was just a sabotage and an ambush, what they did to you in Ghana last December, because they had plenty opportunity to accost you, which they did not. And it's only up until the time you were leaving Ghana that they ambushed you at the hotel and started propaganda saying that you jumped through the hotel window with your son, which is all lies. Nothing like that could have ever happened. I've been to that hotel. Jumping through the third floor of that building, you would have killed yourself. So it's impossible. It's impossible. It's just nonsense. Basically, as you were saying previously, people have to read contracts and understand. If they're not certain about what they're signing off onto, get legal advice. That's as simple as that. We're in business to help other people to prosper and to bring them to the motherland. We're not in the process of people buying a plot of land or doing business with you and then demanding money back. No business is set up to operate like that in any capacity. We would even rather people didn't join the organization if they're going to come in and become troublemakers or cannot be certain exactly what they want out of this world. You have to really go into this business knowing exactly what you want. If you're not ready to move to Africa, then basically all you should do maybe is just come on a tour, come see, come feel, and come home and make a decision. But with the Negropean, as you said previously, he doesn't really have anything to offer people. If you go anywhere or get stuck in Africa, Negropean can't help you. Negropean is just an agent. He's just as simple as that. He's an agent. There's nothing he can do for you. He has no company. His fake company that he said like he has oversight. What does that do? There's no phone number. There's no anything for him. He's just a madman. Just a madman. He has nothing to offer. Can't help anybody, and he's not doing anything. He's just a lazy bum that sits down at home, running his mouth 24/7. It's as simple as that. Trying to exploit black people who are trying to do good in Africa. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, your actions, speak louder than your words, Bamani. People know who you are. People know what you've done for others. They know you've helped many, many people come to Africa. They've known that you've secured land and have assisted people in setting up and building on the land. And, things are looking good. But end of the day, we just have a few, you know, people out there that are just jealous, just want to tear down the movement, just the same thing like what they did to Marcus Garvey 100 years ago. But as Azebo said, they won't stop the movement. It will continue. Cannot be stopped. You know, it cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped. So you just keep on doing what you got to do, my brother. You know, we got your back 24/7.
Absolutely, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. One thing else I want you to touch bases with is remember you came to Ghana with me, man, and I appreciate you joining that journey December 2020, literally over a year ago. And you end up staying back longer. And I end up connecting you with my business partner Duncan, and we end up finding you and Velta Forbes, the same person we're talking with. We end up just finding you guys a nice apartment so you can have your extended stay after the tour, which basically, which is something that we experiment on. It's something that we're trying to do more and more for people to where if you want to stay a month or longer, we look at these options. We always have the Michelin Hotel, but sometimes people need this space and things like that. So appreciate you just joining on that. And I didn't mean to like force you in the space with you and her, but it was going to be something me and my son was going to take and kind of relax for about 2 weeks and do some business. But I ended up just feeling like it was a better option for you. But you was able to be around this person on the tour and be with that person. And I know you and I are very cool brothers and very helpful to our elders and our brothers and sisters. So I just want to make sure people are not crazy or not, or want to basically make sure people are clear about this, that we help this lady come on a tour, get visas, get all the paperwork, get everything you need to travel with us, and also get resident permit, get a legal land paperwork, deed, and also survey, and help with all of those things and things like that. And then yourself, you're a techno man just like myself, so you help to move around because, once you stay back, I can't really help with certain things. And even with the tickets and certain things would change, you're very helpful. So what I'm trying to figure out is the why, brother. And then if you can I'm gonna mute myself and you can break it down, that someone would turn around and attack you and I, and also the attorney who helped with the residency and other prominent members of our connections, and go out there and call police and go out there and tell all kind of members, especially ex-members, that we're doing things to them. I mean, I know this person probably have like Alzheimer's, a certain mental condition, and that's why we label her a witch. I mean, something is mentally wrong with her. But what is your experience, and what do you come up with the why?
I believe the woman is mentally ill. I believe she's lonely. Um, I believe her life is a failure. Anybody who you go out of the way to help and repays you in kind with malice and hatred and sabotage and an ambush is a person that needs psychiatric help. Because she just only attacked you, I was also attacked too. So, at the end of the day, what can we say?
Yeah, and also Barrister Charles. I'm just basically connecting the three people who have helped her the most in Ghana. And let's be honest, it's me, you, and Barrister Charles. And our names have been slammed across all kind of networks as being evil, wicked black men. So I just want you to just go into the breakdown of details since we're all connected.
Say that again, my brother.
Break down the detail of why she would betray three wonderful brothers that are very resourceful with a nice connection that have helped her the whole time from leaving from America to going there to Ghana on tour to going there to live. Why would she betray us? Why she turn traitor? Why she turn a snake? Why she turn a spy? The main question is why.
Well, I personally believe she has mental illness. To be honest with you, I really can't see any other reason but other than that, really, that she would just turn on you. No one did her anything. All we did was support her and help her. So I can only put it down to mental illness. Maybe, her brain might be thawing out in the heat. I don't know. But that's the only conclusion I can come to. I
Yeah,
don't
brother.
know any other reason why she would do what she has done to you
Yeah,
and myself and the attorney.
yeah,
I don't have communication with her. I don't, think about the woman or communicate with her in any shape, way, or form. So I can only just put it down to that. You know, um,
yeah.
I don't know why she would do these things.
It's a serious situation, brother. That's a serious.
It has to be mental
Like
illness.
she literally went after my assistant and said, you guys let a criminal get away." And I was like, cause they forwarded me the information, my staff members, that she tried to turn against me, and she really believed in her mind that I'm a terrible person and I'm a wicked person. When I spend my whole day and almost half of my life or more, or at least with a third of my life, literally just building business to help and work with Black people. And you see all of the children, orphanage schools I've supported, and to literally try to turn me into a criminal, it's literally just unbelievable. Like, the world have never seen this level of this craziness before. And the worst thing is that some people believe it. And unfortunately, you have people out there that want to see me do bad, but you're not going to see me do bad. I'm a person with the strength of my ancestors that get up every day, and I do what we need to do to build a bridge, a connection for us living and doing business in Africa, for us investing in Africa. And that's all of the business I do. So we're going to be all right and everything. It's just like, we're just putting a message out there to the rest of the folks out there that you come against us, we're going to crush you. And it's just what it is, family. Like what my sister said, remember the UNIA Marcus Garvey was betrayed by bottom feeders. And on that note, I got to get Baba Zebo in. That's our wise elder. Baba Zebo, what's up, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, what do you think about what I just said, and also this comment below?
Yeah, my dad used to tell me, he said, son, he said, when you're dealing with social issues or any kind of organization, you're gonna have enemies. He said, it's nothing to keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer than your friends. And that's what was going on in the UNIA, Marcus Garvey. They got Marcus Garvey for mail fraud. And that was an excuse to get him deported from the U.S. because he wasn't born a U.S. citizen. He was from Jamaica, and he was doing some positive things, as far as in the U.S. He woke a lot of Black folks up. In fact, he woke more Black folks up than any Black leader in modern day times that ever lived. He had millions a part of his organization, and that's what we plan to do with the Black Star Pan African community. Our community is not just going to be in Jahazi, but it's going to expand outwardly. It's going to radiate. It's going to go outward into Accra, into all of Ghana, into different countries. And eventually the whole continent is going to understand what the spirit of Marcus Garvey is. We carry the spirit of Marcus Garvey. I'm going to repeat that. Marcus Garvey lives in our movement. His spirit lives in our movement. And yeah, they got him for mail fraud. It's been in Africa right now, there's all kinds of military takeovers. Right now, as we speak, you know, that's easy. European countries pushing back. You know, they thought that they could control Africa long distance. You know, colonialism is not dead. As long as you're being educated in European schools, going to European churches, going to Arab mosques, you're not free. You're not liberated. Although African people were the foundation of all of this, these concepts and these paradigms, they took them over. They took them over and they weaponized them and used it against us. Same as the Illuminati, same as all of these secret societies. All of these things began in Africa. And what they did is they took it, weaponized it, and they used it against us. They killed off all of the leaders, and they're still doing it. They're still killing off all of the leaders that follow the spirit of our ancestors. But you cannot kill a spirit. You can kill a body, and that's something that they don't understand. That's why we've already won this revolution. It's just a matter of time. China and the U.S. is having it out. Russia and the U.S. is on its way out. Babylon is falling. So it's about time for your mind to get rid of the whiteness in there and start, I call it reinventing and rediscovering your Black organic mind. Understand your Black organic mind, because this is the land of organics. This is where it all began. Africa is where it all began. I'm just saying, you know, if you're a scholar, if you're a professor in the universities of Western white supremacy, then dispute my word. You know, Africa created civilizations and we taught it to the world. But what do we get as a result of it? What did we get? We got television, step infection. We got Black degradation. Amos and Andy doing the whole onslaught of television. You know, media has been our worst enemy, worst tool against us. So that's why we got to amp up our media. We got to amp up. We got to reverse the curse through our Black media. Black media is very important at this time. We're in the 21st century. Pretty soon they're going to have racist robots coming after us. You seen the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies? All of them skulls that you see when the movie is coming on, all of them skulls are Black people's skulls that the robots are stepping on and killing Black folks. That's the future if we don't wake up. That's the future. Robots are going to be racist. So these people ain't giving up. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Just like Professor Kambon said, you know, they're going to kill us. They're going to wipe us out if we don't wake up. It's either us or them. That's what's going on. That's what's happening. That's why little black girls talking about they don't want to be black. And you know, on Jerry Springer, talking about they like having sex with white men because they can have white babies. You know, you got black minds like that. I'm currently writing a book now. It's called uh, Waking Up to Your Organic Black Mind. Find your organic black mind. Because, you know, obviously we have lost our mind. So we have to find it. We have to find our mind again. If we don't, we're going to be wiped out. Simple as that. They have pockets in Africa where they're killing whole villages and men, women, and children, and just digging a deep hole and the bulldozer just pushing everything in the hole, in the deep hole. That's what's going on. You don't see it on the news. The revolution will not be televised, but I'm here to tell you, it's being televised. In Libya, they got slaves. They got black folks way back in the 1817 and 1800s, where they stand the black folks on a damn pedestal and they bid on them. That's going on right today. Human trafficking, that's what they call it now, but it's slavery. That's all it is. All a spade, you know. They got little girls, little black girls that they putting into prostitution. You know, that you know, it's ridiculous. They get tricked into going to these Arab countries, Dubai, to be maids, we'll clean your house, but they get tricked into it, and they tricked into a life of prostitution. That's what's going on now. They have a quota of so many black women. Black women have babies, okay? Part of their program is to get rid of as many black women as you can. And that will lower the population. It's called population control. The Georgia Guidestones in Georgia tells you a lot about what they have planned. Coronavirus is just one of the things that they had planned. They got a lot more coming down the tubes, really, they do. We got to make a move. We have to make a move. Even if it's to create communities to save our children, to create a life for our children. You know, what person in their sane mind will encourage their children to go to be educated by their enemy? The Western world is our enemy. Do you understand? And we pride our kids. Oh, he got a bachelor's degree. Oh, I'm doctor this, I'm doctor that. Oh, professor this, professor that. You know, but it really don't mean nothing if it ain't geared towards revolutionizing yourself, becoming a freedom fighter. What the hell are you doing?
Yes, Baba Zebo, you're right on point, brother. You're right on point. It's like
don't mean nothing.
I hope you can hear me loud and clear, man. Baba,
I can hear you.
A lot of people got a bunch of degrees. A lot of black people are well educated in high positions. My brother, tell me, where's that gotten us? Have we built black power? Have we built black?
We still ain't free. We still ain't free.
And that's what we're trying to do right there with that logo you got right there in the back. Appreciate that right there, because that's a part of what we're doing. We're building a way to where we can be independently free economically. We're using the resources from America, what we have, to make it happen. That's why we have an office here in the U.S. and an office right there in Ghana. Rock on, brother. Continue.
Yeah, you know, people see they got our minds. And that's the primary reason for education, is to colonize you, is to colonize your mind. And that's the problem that's going on right here today in Ghana. When I meet a Ghanaian, what that Ghanaian is telling me, when is the next time you're going back to America? And I'm telling you, I asked him, I said, do you remember George Floyd? You remember the knee on George Floyd's neck? Well, when you get to America, just because your skin is black, they're going to put a boot on your damn neck. And you know what? They go through one ear and go out the other. They say again, when are you going back to America? I said, didn't you hear what I just told you? America don't want blacks there. My sister married a man from Dakar, a brother from Dakar. And I told her when she came back to the U.S., I said, you ain't going to get that brother here. You ain't going to get him here. She said, you lying. Watch, I'm going to get him here. And we're going to buy us a big old house and live happily ever after. She's still trying to get him here. It's been 7 years. She's still trying to get him here. I say, if you had enough damn sense, you should have stayed your ass in Dakar with your husband. You know, and that's the type of psychology that we've been messed up with. It's mainly through the churches and through education. Education, white folks' education, and through white Jesus and white Christianity. Those have been weaponized against us. And, you know, I know you heard of the miseducation of the black boy, you know, and, you know, you've seen the test between the white doll and the black dolls, you know, that's still going on. It's a battle for your mind, your black mind. That's why I'm writing a book on finding your organic black mind. Where did it come from? How did it start? Where did your black mind come from? Because obviously you ain't got it. And you don't get it. And white folks ain't gonna tell you. If they, whatever they know, they're gonna tuck it down into secret societies like the Illuminati, and they're gonna use it as a weapon against you. Just like they're using homosexuality as a weapon against you.
All right, Baba Zebo. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. All right, so family, brother is educating us on the situation of just not all black people are for us, and some of them are going to try to destroy the energy of the rest of us. All right, let me see if I can unmute my other brother. All right, greetings, Brother Charles. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could get Nkrumah to join the live, but
oh yeah, absolutely. Nkrumah is on the live, and it's hey, greetings, Nkrumah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you loud and clear,
yes,
Russ.
sir.
Yes, man, Wapi, what am I say, yeah?
Yeah, appreciate it, brother. I just want you to share some experience of you've been working with me for a while, and I've taken you on a journey. And the only thing I got to get for you, and I promise you, we're gonna get you those. The next thing I got to get for you is your survey and your deed. So those are the last things that we're working on for you. We just got you your resident permit. I know that was a painful experience,
yes,
but everything is a trial and a process that we're building. You know, when you hear those songs about repatriation, you're a Rasta man and you're Jamaican, just like myself. And You literally, one thing about Jamaican roots, man, is we love our, we love our conscious, positive reggae. We call it our roots rock reggae. And part of that is when you hear about Buju and then you hear Sizzler and they talk about repatriation. But brother, you're living that life. You are a resident of Ghana. Congratulations.
Yes, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank
also,
you.
Zebo, it wasn't on our program, but you're a resident of Ghana.
Oh, you mean it was not your program? The lawyer, that wasn't your program?
Oh no. As far as yourself, as far as a Zebo, so both of you guys are resident. And
All right.
brother Nkrumah, you saw the office that we built, the Black Star Pan African Community Office, based
Yes,
on
I.
us putting our money together to make sure we have an office. And our first vice president, brother Azebo, is occupying it, and he's the administrator, and he's gonna organize security for us. And that's also a guest spot for any of us when we need to come by overnight. So, brother Nkrumah, I just want you to share some positive vibes of your experience traveling with us, and also being a part of the community and everything.
Well, I first time with that, was 2020, the end of 2020, Christmas and New Year's. And when I traveled with Dad to Ghana, I fell in love with Ghana so much, but it wasn't enough time for I. So no, I knew I had to step forward to Ghana again once more, but this time spend more time. And I spent 2.5 months down there. And I'm telling you, Virgin, the best time when I start enjoying myself, is when I start right around with the locals on the Traitor, meeting people, going different places on my own. No fear, no none of that stuff, man. I feel safe. I wasn't even thinking about fear, And the High is the one who introduced I to Ghana on that tour. You understand? And when you took us to a land in Gayatsi, I hope I'm saying that right. Gayatsi. And I saw the land, and Gayatsi, I fell in love with the land. And what made me even far more in depth with the land is the sea was 2.5 miles or something like that from the land, which I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't take long before I wanted to buy a plot. My wife said buy 2, so I buy 2. And so far, she haven't shown any interest in coming to Ghana with I. But I'll tell you something, Virgin. What you're doing, man, is a good thing. You understand? I and Charles have this conversation before where I tell him, if we want true freedom, we have to go through 75% of our own people that look like us. And I know that to be true, because for a long time I was involved in Marcus Garvey thing, I was involved in Rastafarian, and then I just bury my head in work. I tell you that I slave, and one day I wake up to write and I say, wait, man, this is slavery, But you know what I mean? And I just retire. I've been kind of free since, but I'm not totally free. I felt more freedom in Africa for 2.5 months than I did for many years here in the United States. The United States is a money-making place. And money don't have nothing to do with family because it divides people. That's what the United States does. I don't say Africa don't have its problem, but I'd rather deal with Africa problem than deal with the problem here in the States. That's just how I. And, the man following the script of Marcus Garvey, which, I tell you something, man, the philosophy and opinion of Marcus Garvey is a better book to read than the Bible. It'll do more, it's more healthier for the mind and the spirit of black people than that book them call the Bible. You understand? But anyway, Virgin, I just want to say, man, I appreciate that and what that is doing. You know what I mean? I don't have no fault or nothing. Even the lady Velta, she's the one that called her and tell her what they did about jumping through a window, running from police and all them things there.
Oh my God, brother, for real? She actually, brother, all you guys are on the same tour with me. Me, you, yes. Charles Velta, and we're all from one place. What? Jamaica.
Yes, I.
So, brother, I thought we literally was gonna build a bond together as black people from Jamaica. And you know me, I'm not into this pan-Jamaicanism or I'm into this pan-Africanism. And I'm looking to connect the best of our people. But that is a shame because we were talking about so many things. Like I remember me and her talking, and we're talking about the Maroons and roots and everything. But what I'm telling people is, family, even in a situation where it's money, because I have business people who have money for us and everything, we have to be more civilized than that. Calling the police and trying to discredit people relationships with their own people and things like that, and calling their members and things like that. You know, those are lines that you just don't cross, because basically that's biting the hand that feeds you. You're talking about somebody we have helped, all of us that on this call right here. I've been a part of helping that person. So what we're analyzing is the why would people do that, bite the hands that feed them. And we talk about mental illness, which is serious. And we're talking about just the act of just COINTELPRO, and the act of just people just being devils and wicked in this. And then we also talk about the act of the fact that some people just don't want to see us build anything. And the fact that some people are so miserable that they got to blame somebody on their issues. And I do a lot of business with people, and I'm telling you, family, out of all of the people that we do business with, this is one and two of the people that have literally just been out there at us. Because most people, when they come at us, even when they come at us, they're like, you know what? They look at the fact that they at the same time too, they have to look at themselves, because we have terms and conditions. We're here to help you. We're here to make sure that you get to Africa. You build your home. Our brother Zebo just helped someone close out on a lease. That way they can, when they move by Jihad's estate, which is the estate across from us, to where they can live there for a year and they can build on their house for the next year. This is the things that we help with repatriation. We have another brother that we helped worked out a shipping container deal to where he's able to ship his stuff, and and then it gets there, and we're gonna work it out to where we have hands-on. So we'll basically figure out what repatriation is and figure things out that some people want to, like, how is people like Bomani and things that and other people doing what we're doing. We have a nice network. And just because we may not be as intelligent as you think we are, because we're super intelligent and we're sharp, and we, because we come from study groups and we come from just scholars and lectures and things like that. So when you have people like Negropean with his fake ass British accent and fake Jamaican, whatever you think you want to be, people have to just understand that people like themselves are so jealous and wicked that they'll literally disrupt a great movement and someone like myself because they don't like me. I'm not here to kiss people ass. I'm just being honest with people. I'm not here for people to like me. I'm here as a business person that want to help Black people, and I've unapologetically I've done that since I've been out here traveling from 2004, and also participate in Pan-African events. So when you look at my YouTube page, you'll see me in Egypt in 2004 with historian and Egyptologist Dr. Ranoka Rashidi. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you see me at a Pan-African conference in 2006 with Dr. Leonard Jeffries. That one I directed also, and things like that. I was birthed from my roots of being around hardcore Pan-Africanists that built a movement to where people like myself, our only job was to continue that movement and take it to the next level, where we have done that. We have 15 and 60 acres of land for us to do economic development, and the 60 acres is for commercial and residential. I mean, brother Charles, speak on, brother.
Yeah, I saw the land, man. I was there, remember?
Sorry, Nkrumah.
Yes, I. Oh, you want Charles to speak? I mean...
Oh, no, Nkrumah, both of you guys can speak. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I saw the land, man, and from the land you can see the sea. Well, actually, I didn't see it myself. That other Rasta brother that was with us, he walked off into the bushes and he said you could see the sea from there. So, that's another nice piece of land, and with good can come from it. I know the only thing holding us back probably is resource. And it might not be that way if you get the right people to invest in, to come in and help build. But, brethren, I tell you, man, when I was on the land, I see 1, 2, 3, I think 4 development. One house is already built. I saw one. I met the brother because he and I ride from Winnipeg to Accra, and I met him. I've been to his place. I saw the other place next door. So I saw things that wasn't there the last time I was there. So things are happening, man. It might not happen. It's like Mutabaruka said to get to $1 million, you need to start with one. You understand? And one person build, and then there's 3 other development on the land. So eventually it will speed up, you know what I mean? So keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't let no distractor get into your head, you know, and try to make you deceive and go the wrong way. Just stay on the right track, Virgin. You're on the right track. Stay on the right track. You know what I mean? Keep it professional. Keep building with the people that you trust. You know, I man don't really talk too much and get involved. Even on the Zoom sometime, I don't say nothing. I'm just there observing what everybody else is saying and doing. You know, but I'm part of this community and I want to build. I want to do something over there. Like I told you, you know, you asked Kai and I don't know if you remember, you asked Kai and I if I want to stay retired. I want to be part of the community involvement. And I said, let me get involved and work it out and see where I fit in. You understand? You know, but it's a beautiful thing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop doing what you're doing, man. Just keep it going. You know what I mean? The spirit of the ancestor in you, and can't nobody detour that, you know? Yeah, man. Bless it. Somebody else can take over the mic.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. Nkrumah, appreciate you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Nkrumah is another brother family that I've traveled with us family. He read the terms and agreement. He agreed to everything that we have set up, and he just go with the flow, and he's enjoying it. He just came back from Ghana, literally just enjoying his repatriation, and he's there enjoying connections that we have organized for him. He's a resident now of the country, and once again, we congratulate him for following the process of everything that we have done. And next thing we're gonna literally get him is land papers, survey and deed of his land, so he can just have his ownership paperwork and start building. So family, that's what we do for people, and we just ask people just to like, let's do this in a union together. If we have an issue, let's talk about it, and let's not get YouTube and other people involved in our business. You know, that person, Velta Forbes, should open up a can of worms now. It's like, once you just bring me out into that world, I gotta stand up. You know what I mean? Because family, we're the real deal. Go and research who can help you with repatriation, help you do all the things I mentioned, from getting containers to pick up everything that you have to get you your home built and everything. We have builders. We have Leonard and Carmen. We've already walked them through that process. They came to Ghana with us December 2019, and now they live there in Ghana December 2021, which is the last time that we were there on the property. And we took lots of footage of their home and everything. They're chilling. And now we're going to build the roads, we're going to lights and everything. And some people may say, hey, you guys are not doing things in certain order. Hey, that's life. We have to come up with the best way to make things work, and we have done that. Shake our hands, bow down to us, salute us. But we're not going to let you hate and sabotage us. So we're not trying to be mean to someone like Velta Forbes, but we have to teach her a lesson and things like that. So she has legal suits against her because what she did was unjust and not righteous. So not only the ancestors going to get us, but the legal law is going to get her. So family, Brother Zebo, before we close, let me just unmute you and let you just say a last few words, and then get everybody final. We talk about the subject. I mean, and the subject is a real subject. Psychoanalyzing black devils and race traitors like Sissy Unapologetic Negropean and Witch Velta Forbes. Rock on.
Yeah, there was a time in my life where when I was a little boy, I used to feel like the U.S. wasn't the place for me. You know, I didn't think about Africa, but I was always yearning for a place, another place. There's another place, and as I grew up, I began to realize that the reason why I hated my big nose and my big lips, there was a reason why I hated that, and I asked the ministers at church, who made God? Well, where did God get his name from? They didn't want me to answer. told me that it was blasphemy. But I woke up. I woke up. That's what happened to me. I woke up. And I woke up by the spirit energy of the ancestors. The ancestors would not let me alone. They would not let me sleep. I get up at all times of the night and don't know why. I thought it was my diet, but I figured it out. It was my ancestors, and they asked me to come. They asked me to come here, and that's the reason why I'm here right now. It's because of my ancestors. They're getting tired of the Negropean just like you are, you know. And he's gonna meet an untimely demise. I don't know whether it's gonna be physical, whether it's gonna be mental. Well, it's already mental. The only thing he's got left, he don't have a spirit. So the only thing he got left is physical. So apologetic nigga peon, watch your back. I'm just saying. And you don't have to watch your back, because we coming after you anyway. So it ain't no hope for this guy. This guy shouldn't have started a fight with the global Pan-African community. He shouldn't have did it. And that goes for a whole lot of other people and a whole lot of other systems that we're not only fighting back, we're biting back. You know, it's a different kind of a movement today. It's not the old movement back in Marcus Garvey's days. This is a different kind of movement. And we're literally fighting for our lives. I dedicated my life to this. So I got everything in this. I got my life in this. So, you know, you do the math on that.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. Appreciate you, man. You feeling good, man? You've been on fire all night.
That's right, brother. That's right. My ancestors been on fire all night.
All right, brother Charles. Also, you open, and brother Nkrumah. Final thoughts, brother. Final thoughts before we shut it down for the night.
Yes, like Brother Azebo said, he don't know where the name God come from, but I tell you, Peter Touch said God spelled backward means dog. And when I come to America, I find out that a dog, them say a dog is a man's best friend. But here in America, them really treat a dog better than them treat black people. And I realize now the dog is a code word for God. Because when you go to church and you pray to a man named God, or the dog you pray to, that's why nothing good don't happen to us. You understand? And when them talk about devil, why devil always come and punish us? But them never go up for them place and punish them. You know why? Because them are the devil. You understand? And them go out and do the punishment. You understand?
That's right.
That's just how I analyze things. I'm 64 years old right now, Virgin, and my experience and thought process from what I learned through life, I put it together and it makes sense to why the way I'm analyzing this. We never used to, as a matter of fact, I hear a virgin from, I think, the Gambia, and said there was nobody named God in our vocabulary. You understand? And when him said that, I know that to be true. Even though I didn't do the research, but I feel that to be true. God, Allah, Muhammad, and all them, Jehovah, and all them people what them give us, they make us pray to them people there. You understand? And we don't have to do it now because information is at our fingertip today, where we shouldn't be still doing that, you know. But anyway, man, those are my last thoughts. So, blessed love to each and everyone on the panel.
Yes, absolutely. Brother Zebo or Brother Charles, last thoughts before we close out. All right.
Yes, brother.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, that's what's like my brother Nkrumah has said. You know, I rubber stamp everything that he has said. So he gave a good ending and a good meaning to the word God in reverse. I agree with it 100%. I think this so-called religion is one of the worst things that's ever happened to our people ever. You know, seriously, it really is. That's what's causing a lot of the mental illness. You know, a lot of these people who click on to these religions, you know, they're empty people, and you know they're looking for something, but what they're looking for, this religion is not for them. You know, because the people who have given you this fake religion, they're not even interested in it. All they're interested in is money. So, you know, I used to also attend church as a child, but as soon as I became a teenager, I walked out and I've never looked back. And to be honest with you, most experiences I've had with so called Christian people have always been bad experiences. Seriously, they have been, you know. So I avoid them like the plague. But Brother Bamani, we have your back. You know, as you know, my brother Nkrumah came to Ghana. He had a good time. He also returned to Ghana, just came back home, got his residency, and all he has is good things to say. He had a good time there, and he plans to go back again. So, you know, if it wasn't for you, you know, not saying he never would have made it to Africa, but he went there. He went to a safe country, and you know, things worked out for him. So, and that's all on your watch. So, I really don't know why people are attacking you who are trying to help. But as I said, I put it down to mental illness. I really don't know what else to really say about that. But that's the only conclusion I can come to.
Yeah, exactly.
But I,
You have one sick in the head with mental illness, and you have one that's jealous
yeah,
and weak excuse for a man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that Negropean, and you know, so that's why we titled what we titled the operation in this video, which is very important. Psychoanalyzing black devils and race traitors like Sissy Unapologetic Negropean and Witch Velta Forbes. Please share.
And most of the people who listen to Negropean are also black devils, mentally ill. They are,
For real?
if not all of them. Because you know, how can you really get entertainment by trying to destroy someone who is hardworking, who is trying to help people? You have to be mentally ill. That's just what I'm saying. I don't. I just put it down to mental illness. How would I get enjoyment trying to harm you and you're trying to help people? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so brother, what I've learned is that what we have to do is put these people into a mental insane asylum. You know, a hospital for mentally messed up, mentally ill, and insane people. And that's what Velta Forbes and the Negropean are. They're guilty of a crime of being crazy as hell. They're trying to destroy a movement like 100 years ago, family. Please study the movement 100 years ago. If people did not destroy what Marcus Garvey and the UNIA was building, we'll be in a way better situation. We'll be able to be enterprising because those are the dreams and the things that they have in place. Only difference with people like us, we realize that we need to find a nice, quiet place in Africa to build, to get land and build, and that's what we're doing. And you know, once you start building and developing and doing business and enterprising, you have the haters and you have other people come out the woodworks, and that's what we're dealing with. Yes, brothers. Yes, brothers. Final thoughts, and we're going to hit the end broadcast. We are well over 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, family, I hope You have been educated as we have lectured you and shared great details and warned you about the unapologetic Negropean, which is one of the most wickedest, most destructive black person that we have living to this day. It's people like him that destroy nations, that is that loose lips sink ships. That is him. He gossip and whine and complain and talk about this and feel entitled. He's just a lonely, no good piece of garbage British man. He's nobody. All he wants to do is come and take aspect of things that goes on that he cannot get. No one will ever trust him with any money to do anything because he has no experience. He has no connections, which are very important. And family, if you trust this piece of garbage, and as I'm gonna just mute everyone, and then I'm gonna just end in a few seconds. And then I'm just get Brother Zebo to just add one last thing before we close. So, family, serious business. And then when we have wicked black devils like a Velta Forbes that's trying to stir people up, calling people and everything. You know, let's be real. They're not doing anything more than just being chaotic for their own selfish good because they can't get what they want. They're just worse than a little baby that's getting tantrum fits, just whining and complaining. It's like, yo, you want to pull up your big girl pants and play with the big boys, then this is it. You know what I'm saying? What we have is an organized business. We're not playing games. Read contracts, read details, sign off on it, and then just keep it moving. You change your mind, you give up whatever, then deal with the consequences. But we're not gonna be muscled by you, and you're not gonna just push us over. You know, so family, I got better things to do, and I'm taking time out of my business schedule to do this. But I wanted to educate the audience that listen to Negropean and the audience that think that I am this person or whatever people say I am. Check the record. The website is right there. The research is right there. The details are right there. The documentation is right there. And, and it's what it is. So, Brother Azebo, go ahead and speak and share details. Zebo, did you have something to share?
You got cut off.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't get that. What did you say?
I can hear you loud and clear. Were you listening to me? It seemed like you wanted to make a comment from what I was saying. So if you do, go ahead and make your comment.
That's just
Also, final thoughts, and then we're gonna end the stream.
the Negropean is just a stepping stone. We got more Negropeans that are coming up the tubes because we're in a protracted struggle to build institutions and to build power on the continent of Africa. No one else is talking about building power. You know, you have a few groups that are talking about building, but not like what we're talking about. You know, we're at the forefront of the African global revolution, and the buck stops in Ghana. Okay, Ghana is the doorway, is the open door to the whole continent of Africa. But not in the West. Not talking about Ethiopia, but we all know the history of Ethiopia. Only country that haven't been defeated by the Europeans, you know. But we're talking laying down our roots, laying down a power base to control Africa's resources so that other countries won't come in, to control Africa's politics, and to bring Africa into a unified oneness. You know, Kwame Nkrumah talked about the United States of Africa, but we don't need no more USAs. I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing that. You know, I want empires. I want empires. You know, I want something original that's original to the nature of the way Africans think.
Yes, my brother. Welcome to
You
Germany,
know,
Ghana, East
you
Area.
know, we need that. We need that. We've been through a lot of suffering, a lot of pain throughout history, and you know, Black history don't just have a month. Black history is world history. That's what Black history is. And world history is every day. Because every day that they cover up stuff, we find out about it. The more you dig in the ground, the archaeologists finding that the blacker, the more melanated the people are. So, I mean, I really don't give a damn where white folks come from. White folks don't even know where they come from. They learn their behavior through watching us. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of National Geographic movies. You know that they study human behavior in Africa, and that's how they learn how to act. They learn how to be civilized through Black people. Because I don't think you want to meet white folks uh, about 6,000 years ago. I don't think you want to meet Neanderthal guy. You in the room with a Neanderthal. I don't think you would get out that room in one piece. And it's you know they still got it in them. They still got it in their DNA. You know, uh, you don't know these people. You don't know them. That's why you're taking the vaccine. It's all a grand plan to take control of Africa. That's basically what all of this COVID, all of this crap is all about. They try to slow us down. They slow us down. They succeeded in slowing us down, but they cannot stop us. You cannot shut down. You cannot kill a spirit. You might be able to genetically engineer things to change the DNA through vaccines, but you cannot kill the spirit. You know, and that'll take place over time. You take that vaccine, your kids, it'll affect your kids and your kids' DNA and their kids and their kids' kids. So they on the right track, but we got a lot of Black folks that are waking up. And not the churchgoers and the you know the mentally whitenized brains, mentalities, you know, that think that Jesus is the one and that kissed around that Jesus walked on. Jesus never existed. Sorry to bust your bubble. It was all made up. It's all made up by secret societies, the Illuminati and the Pope, and and by the way, the Catholic Church has been infiltrated. It's been corrupted. So what you think is going to a domino effect is going to happen? That means that all of the churches are going to be corrupted. You know, just keep going to church. You know, eventually you will get the point, but hopefully you get the point in time, because there's a expiration date on awakening in terms of Christianity. You're asleep. That's why you're a Christian. Christianity puts you asleep. So you need to wake up.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother. How you feeling? It's I know it's very late, man. We're gonna have to shut it down. How you feeling though?
I feel great. I'm feeling the ancestors. Definitely feeling the ancestors.
Well, if your brother, if
Yeah.
this was a heavyweight bout, man, you'd have scored a literally first round knockout. And
That's right. That's right, brother. You know,
that's what we're
I
doing,
ain't
brother.
playing. I'm
And
not playing.
and that's our first Vice President Baba Zibo reporting right there at our Black Star Pan African office slash house in Jahazi, Ghana. And
That's
I'm
right.
reporting here from our office here in Jonesboro, Georgia. So, family, we're about Black Power and Nation building, and we're literally about getting you connected to where you can live and do business in Africa, and you can build on your land, get all your legal paperwork. And trust me, family, there's no one out there, there's no business organization out there that can do it better than us and have done it longer than us. People have claimed they make a fake statistic or whatever, but Baba Zebo, we getting it done, brother.
That's right. That's right, brother. Black power. Black power.
Yeah, I love that logo on I love that logo. And family, we literally just got this house slash office to launch our operation there in Ghana, and
That's right.
we literally been in existence less than 2.5 years, and but we like to just have literally physical locations. So, family, if you come to Georgia and you want to connect with me, reach out to me, family. Come by our office. Let's connect. Let's even meet. Let's have lunch or something, and let's go to it because family. And don't believe the hype of what anybody's saying. We're the real deal, and we can help you get all of this stuff done. I've proven it over and over. So, family, there you go, man. I love the logo, man. Love it, brother. Love it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So Zebo, that was historic, man. When we came there and we did that video of the house, when we showed up with that big bus and I came out with that camera, I'm
Yeah.
sure you was like excited. You're like, damn, man, this is about time
Wow.
somebody showed up.
That's right. That's right, brother. You got it. You got
how,
you got
how excited were you, and how historic was that moment, brother? Let's be honest. Let me give you your 5 minutes of fame to share that.
you know what? I got chills, and I got chills at the same time. I was thinking about Marcus Garvey. I say, hey, if it was Marcus Garvey, he'd come in on a ship, But you came in on a tour bus, and all of those people started coming out. Oh man, that was beautiful, man. It was, I can say nothing but Black Power, Black Power. That's all I can say. It's Black
Absolutely,
Power, Black Power.
absolutely, brother. I know you've been launching a Sankofa TV and
Yeah,
Sankofa tours and everything, and I appreciate
yeah,
you bringing your crew with us on that historical moment. I want to say
yeah,
it was December 2020,
Incidentally,
and you had your secretary Gigi, which is now one of our secretaries
yeah,
as a
yeah,
group, and also you
yeah,
had Christian and you had a few other people. And brother,
yeah,
I was so excited to meet you because that was my first time meeting you.
yeah, yeah.
You
I
remember?
was,
After we had spoken for years.
yeah. We've been speaking off and on for about 8, 9 years, huh? On the phone. I never did lose your phone number. I never lost your phone number, and I call you when I was working at a warehouse. On my break, I talked to you, and then I became manager of a doggone McDonald's. And
Because remember, Steve, I remember you didn't have a passport, and I was like, well, I was like, the brother got a heart, and the brother got like a great energy. Like I feel people energy. I was like, I like this brother. I was like,
yeah,
he's like reaching out to me. I mean, at that point, I was like, and it's still, I'm a small time business person, but it's like if you reach out to me, I'm like, oh my god, I appreciate your family. You believe what we believe in because what we talk about at Zebo, you got to think about it. If you talk about 100% black people, you have to think about only 1% of that 100% believe in what we believe in and is even open to doing anything.
right,
So that's
right.
very rare. So when I meet people like yourself, like I meet our brother Nkrumah and I meet our brother Charles Giscombe. I gotta salute you, brothers, man. You brothers are revolutionaries in a modern day energy where you like.
That's right.
I like the brother Bomani, and I was like, let me just work with him, man, because he need help, and that's what I appreciate about all of y'all. You're like, cause y'all see, like it's like sometimes being like out there as a wounded soldier, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
man.
and then all you need is the cavalry.
That's right.
And that's how we build Black Power, a Black union, because you realize that you can't do it out there by yourself. You need a union of people.
No, yeah, you need a group. You need a group. You need a group. Just like the Buffalo Soldiers. You need a group. And the group is more powerful than the individual. That's something that Black folks they have to destroy the white supremacy in their own minds. That imprisons our minds. We need to destroy that. We need to destroy it and go back to our organic Black mind. That will help us heal. That's a healing mantra. And once you find that organic Black mind, you will find your ancestors waiting for you, saying, "What took you so long?" But we got people that are caught up in the metaverse and into the they're trying to start their whole thing of phoniness, illegitimacy, and they are trying to convince the whole world that Black folks ain't no good. They did it through TV. That's why everywhere we go, everybody is racist. The whole world is racist against Black people, and they treat African people bad. African people, they can't do nothing about it because they just accept it and live the best life that they know how to live. But them days is over, bro. We coming with the truth. We coming with that fire. We coming with that fire, man. And if you don't feel that fire, then you're gonna be consumed by the fire. You're gonna be burned by the fire. You either walk with us in the fire or be consumed by it. Be with us or get the fuck out the way. I'm just saying. Leave us alone. Let us do our revolution, because this revolution is older than the unapologetic Negropean, and he's on somebody's payroll, and he only attacks Black people in the movement of Pan-Africanism. And why don't he go and attack George Soros, or attack George W. Bush Jr.? Attack the Ku Klux Klan. Attack them. Why are you always giving us hell? Don't you know we catching enough hell and we still here? Later for that shit, man. I'm not about that, And his day is coming. My ancestors are telling me that. The unapologetic Negropean day will see his day. His day is coming. His day may already be here. Whether you want to believe it or not. I didn't believe I was going to be in Africa, but my ancestors say you're going to be in Africa. Where am I? I'm in Africa. Also, my ancestors told me that I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be a millionaire. Not quite a millionaire yet, but I believe what they tell me. I believe what my ancestors tell me, because with all of the wealth that African people have, we should have more money than the Jews. We should have more money than the stock market. We should be the go-to people for people for the rest of the world to get loans. We should be the go-to people. We should be the richest people on the planet. But instead, it's the opposite. We're the poorest people on the planet, and we're poor on the richest continent on the planet. There's a reason for that. It's by design. Think about it. Meditate on it. We're in a revolution. We've been in a war. Even while you was going to worship white Jesus and praying to white Jesus, you still in a war. And I'm gonna tell you something. Once they get all the robots made, the robots ain't gonna discriminate. They'll walk in the church and kill everybody. They'll be just like Dylan Roof. They ain't gonna kill 9 people. They're gonna kill a whole congregation and keep on stepping. Robots. Robots these are racist robots. Look it up. Look it up. Weaponized robots. Weaponized what is it called? What is it called? Some kind of I think it's called weaponized autonomous. Weaponized autonomous robot. Autonomous robot. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's gonna really blow a lot of black folks' mind, you know. How would you like a robot to knock your door down and blow your damn brains out? And the reason why you're getting your brains blown away, is because you ain't waking up now. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the future. And it ain't the far future, it's the near future. Because they're producing robots now as we speak. They got robots now as we speak. We need a global continental military. We need a continental African military. I've been saying it for years. Because pretty soon China's gonna start filling their Cheerios. They're gonna start being kind of bucky, kind of pushy. They're like that now, but you know, they like that because they got a strong ass military. They got a strong ass military. What do Africa got? Africa ain't got no continental military. They got little armies, you know, and they ain't good with that. They don't even produce weapons. We are way behind. We are way behind the rest of the world. And if we're not careful, we're going to be put back into a 3rd slavery. It might be a 4th or 5th slavery, as history is told, right? But as far as I know, this will be the 3rd slavery. And I think the young people ain't going to stand for it. They're already kidding themselves trying to go to Europe for better opportunities, and when they get there, they get disappointed. They're in Italy, they're in France, but they ain't got no top-notch jobs. Very few of them. You go to a European country where you get a top-notch job. Ask Dinah Samir. You know, you have to sacrifice, like Bomani did. Bomani had a top-notch job, but the ancestors came to him and talked to him and changed his mind. But the ancestors can't get to a lot of us black folks.
Serious.
A lot of us black folks believe that white folks is right, that white is right and black is wrong. But we need our own. We need our own. We need our place in the sun. You see our logo, a house with the sun. You see our logo? It's got a sun.
Yeah, but I can see it. Just back up a little bit, and then we can see all of it. You're too close.
We need
All
our
right,
place.
man. Awesome. Wow.
We need our
Wicked.
place in the sun.
Brother, that is beautiful. That is our office family there in Jahadzi, Ghana. It's like a dream come true for like a young business person, a young youth in Kingston, Jamaica, growing up in America, and just wow, and joining the Black, Pan African movement in my early 20s, and wow, seeing that we've been able to just build something. Because a lot of time people say that they talk against us, they make it seem like we're fools and we just can't accomplish anything. But brother, you and I are part of a great future.
We have a secretary. The secretary is
Is she right
23
here?
years old.
Is she right
She,
here?
she
As a matter
she's
of fact, put a secretary on.
yeah, she just
She probably
she's at home right now.
oh
But
yeah, it's very late. Yeah, I
her
forgot it's
name
very
is
late. So we'll catch her next time.
her
In
name
business
is
hours.
her name is Ifua Mansima. Ifua Mansima. She's a Ifa. She's she's Ifa, and she's a part of our youth movement that we're getting ready to start here. It's called the Black Star Pan African Youth Corps. We get ready to open up a transportation company. We get ready to open up a credit union, and we get ready to open up an all-girls soccer team, football team for this area. We got our first security program is a drill team. We get ready to start a drill team. The first Black Star Security Force. Um, we're on the move, brother. We ain't just sitting around popping beers and twiddling our thumbs. We are on the move. I'm getting ready to set up to talk to the royal family of Jahazi, and I'll bring that to you on Sankofa Live TV. And
Good job, Sankofa Live. Good job, Sankofa TV. Brother Zebo, congratulations on launching a new platform, Sankofa TV. You know, brother, I'm only your biggest fan, so I'll always support you. And I
that's
want
right.
to let you understand that one of the best things that you can do, brother, is interview Leonard and Carmen, who came to Ghana with us December 2019 and now live on the property of Black Star Pan African Community. And also
Right.
interview your neighbors that are Jamaicans, you know what I mean? Just like the organizer for the community and things like that. And let's get you up on YouTube, brother. You know, we need to just, family.
Yeah, man.
I mean, family out there that have been listening to Azebo. Isn't he brilliant? This is a wise elder. This is a brother that gave up a life that he can just be chilling in America and living in what part of California you lived in?
Long Beach, Compton.
Oh man, that sounds like paradise, man. And you decided to repatriate all the way from the west coast of America to Ghana, West Africa, and then you decided to connect with Bomani Tayemba of Black Star Pan African Community and Africa for the Africans. That is incredible, brother. So appreciate you being loyal to the revolution, and let's do this together, man. And I always got you back. I'm your biggest fan.
All right, brother. I really appreciate you, bro. You're very sincere, and just like the chief say, you are very genuine. Yeah, you are very genuine.
Yeah, we'll come from the same cloth, man. And also, man, big up to you from and one of my. If you ask me, what's one of my favorite people around the world in America, I'm gonna say Detroit.
Yeah, Black Power.
Some of the realest people, just like Detroit, Atlanta. You talking about like New York City, real black people, yo.
That's right.
I'm not
That's
saying that
right.
anybody else is not real, but it's like, these are like hardcore connection of just black folks that are like, we live on the East
Coming
Coast
from
and the Midwest where it's
we
just
come from the heart, man. We come from the heart, bro. We come from the heart. We shoot from the heart. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I speak about that.
Yeah. Yeah. We shoot from the heart, brother. What we say is real. What we say is real. We don't try to fake it. We don't try to be phony about it or nothing. We just tell you what we think, and you know, you can take it or leave it, like it or dislike it.
Yeah, absolutely, brother. You come from the Motor City. You come from this one of the most important part of America, the Midwest, that's been forgotten.
That's right.
They talk about all the
That's
industrial
right.
energy. That's where I get all my ideas from, brother. Motown.
Yeah. Yeah. Flint, Michigan.
Whether it's from Motown, the industry, or from Barry Gordy.
That's right. That's right. A lot of ingenious ideas come out of Detroit. I found out that a black man invented the Ford Motor Company, and Ford took it over. But
Rock
a
on,
black
brother. Rock
man,
on. Facts.
black
Tell
man
the
invented
truth.
the Model T Ford.
Tell the truth.
It is a lot of inventions. 90% of the inventions in America was invented by black folks. But who get the benefits from it? Who gets rich off of it? White people. Because black people haven't built power. We haven't built a power base. That's where economics come in at. Economics is the foundation to your power base. What's in economics? Institution. You have to build institutions to build power, whether it be economic institution, political institutions, law institutions, or whatever. You have to build institutions, and that's something that black folks haven't caught on to, especially in Africa. We're still going off of the European institutions. We're still operating off of their form of institution. Look at the parliament. We still call our court system parliament. We should give it an African name and change the system. Change the system. Go back in time and find out what we used to do in terms of law, and use that. And I guarantee you, a lot of the principles that modern day paradigms are based on, I bet you, is based on African paradigm. But we done forgot it. We done forgot our own paradigms by chasing and smelling up white folks' butt. We need to go back. We need to go back to our own people and our own ancestors and our own way of being. We need to find our own organic black mind. I'm developing a philosophy behind that. Find your organic black mind. You're in the land of organic. Monsanto ain't got shit on Africa. Monsanto needs to pack their bags and leave. Politicians talk about, I don't give a damn who says anything about it. You either love it or leave it. But Monsanto is going down with Monsanto. Man, you don't even know what you're talking about. You got paid under the table. Just like coronavirus. Them politicians got paid. They got paid for that. To get their people. The coronavirus is at least affected of Africa. About 0.3% of the African population got coronavirus. But yet they still gotta get vaccines. They still gotta get vaccinated. And Africa stood the worst chance of devastation because of the health system infrastructure, it wasn't really that great, you know. But the universe has a way of making things backfire. You feel me? The universe has a way of making things backfire. They tried Ebola, it didn't work. They tried AIDS, it didn't work. In fact, they was giving prostitutes AIDS. They was injecting prostitutes with AIDS, and the AIDS that they injected them with, the body immune system was fighting the AIDS off. That's how strong our immune system is. You know, the melanin. I'm just saying, do your research, brothers and sisters. You know, we are a special people, and we didn't choose to be a special people. That's the way the universe planned it. Okay, I ain't gonna say God, because we all know where God come from. God is dog spelled backwards. We didn't invent the word God. It was invented by the Europeans. So was the word Jesus and Zeus. Zeus is a root word for Jesus. Because during the time when he so-called existed, there was no letter J. Do you understand me? So get out of the sleeping slumber that you're in. You're going to church for nothing. You're wasting your fucking time when we could be liberating ourselves. Whatever, man. But I'm not gonna stop, you know. I stopped believing in that white Jesus years ago. When I was in my teens. That's 17 or 18. Because the pastor couldn't answer questions. And then he tried to scare me. You know, Christianity is based on fear. So is coronavirus. Coronavirus is based on fear to get you to take the vaccine. Christianity is based on fear to keep your black ass asleep, to keep you asleep, to keep you suffering peacefully. That's what Malcolm X said, to keep your ass suffering peacefully. I'm just saying. Y'all need to get out of them damn churches because we're wasting our time. Robots don't worship Jesus, okay? And you don't wait this long. You're going to wait till a robot come in your church and kill all of you fools? Jesus never existed. And Islam come out of Christianity. Christianity is older than Islam. But black folks are older than all of the religion. Religion, it makes you think that it's spiritual, but religion is not spiritual. Black people are more spiritual than religion is. Spirituality comes from black folks. Spirituality does not come from a church. You know, if you really want to know God, go within yourself. You'll find God. You'll find God is written in your DNA. God is written in your DNA, literally. Look it up. Look it up. Google it. Google it. You'll find that I'm telling you the truth. Because primarily I am a truth seeker. That's how I got started. Seeking the truth. Yeah, brother. Thank you for letting me have this platform. Now, if you can help me develop my Sankofa live TV, then we gonna have something.
Absolutely, brother. And you know, I've been telling you, man, just create that YouTube login and just launch your videos, and we just keep building from there. So absolutely. So you and I
Okay.
will talk tomorrow, and appreciate you organizing everything for our new secretary. I'll work on getting the equipments and all those things you have to get at that office. And yo, you've been you're a warrior, man. You're up late at night, all times
Yeah.
of the day. That's how.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Listen,
got
man,
I
the
got
same
this
here.
thing. I got this thing with the youth movement.
Good
Five
job.
o'clock wake up.
Congratulations. As a matter
Five
of
o'clock.
fact, do a proper presentation and share those things in the next 5 minutes right now. Break it
Yeah.
down. What you're looking to do.
Uh, uh, 5 o'clock wake up call. They call me every morning at 5 o'clock. Uh, and after we talk about the agenda for the preceding day, we have exercise. We have an exercise, and then we do a meditation. You know, but one of the required readings is Philosophies and Opinions of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Pan Africanism, and we have a reading list. This is all a part of our training. And history and the biography of Kwame Nkrumah. And we just doing the damn thing, man. You know, we got a drill team coming out that's gonna blow your mind. You know, and I'm trying to get in touch with Stone Boy and my son. He's a rapper, and you know he's in touch with a few celebrity rappers, and I'm gonna try to have a, a tour, you know, a tour throughout the continent, Pan African tour, you know. But hey, we're doing it, man. You know, I'm always thinking of different things, you know, trying to bring this movement up, you know. This movement has been put down too long, you know. You even have people in the UK talk about Pan Africanism is dead, and you know, and then here comes the Negropean, you know. But Pan African never died. It might have slowed down like coronavirus is doing us now, but it never stopped. It never stopped. The struggle, our struggle will never stop until we're on top, until we seize power, till Africa becomes a global power. And it's on its way to becoming a global power once we get all of these knucklehead Uncle Toms out of the way.
Serious, serious business, brother. Serious.
That's right.
Nkrumah, any other words, Nkrumah, before we close? Or Nkrumah, any reflections to what our brother Zibo is saying? He's distracted, so let's let him go. All right, brother Zibo, appreciate your energy and family. Appreciate everyone and appreciate everybody that's being up this late and everyone just being available. And what we have done, family, is let you know realistically what we're looking to build, and then the reality of it is just is other people out there, weak, jealous, evil, wicked, whatever you want to call them. I mean, they're not gonna do anything for us. So even in what we're building, we may not be perfect, but we're giving our all. We are trying to figure it out, and in our humblest moment, but family, honestly, we're professionals. We know what we're doing. I've been studying this movement, since almost 20 years, and traveling to Africa, coming up on this basically 18 straight years, and it's like we'll put the work in, and then you have people like Negropean who just pop out the way, you know what I mean? And then they just want to discredit everything everybody else doing and feel like he's an expert. And then you have this race traitor and this wicked black devil, Velta Forbes, ex-member for what we're looking to build, just feel like she just got to get her own way because she's running into trouble and everything. That's not respectfully how you do things. And I'm not going to just sit there and just reward bad behavior. You know, we're not going to do all those things. Family, we have an enterprise that we're building, and we're going to build it for generations, you know? And this is serious, and we're not going to let anyone destroy what we're doing. So, family, appreciate everybody's support. Please support any of the funding options we have out there. We have an Indiegogo looking to get some blessings to do some development work there on the property and in the community, and also just looking to just work on a lot of things we're working on, which is just to build the energy of our business. And we're just looking to just get support and energy and things like that, because family, I'm telling you, it works you over when people just attacking you and hitting you from every angle. But as you can see, family, we're here strong and we're going to keep it going. And take care, family. Good night. And we just keep it strong. Azebo, brother man, anything to say before we close, before I hit the end button?
Black Power. Yeah, man. You know, we gonna do the damn thing, man.
All right.
You know, we got this. We got this, bro. We got this.